At the Supreme Court this week. The Supreme Court has ruled that decades-long unjustified absence from the marital home may be considered evidence of psychological incapacity to comply with marital obligations. The court declared the marriage between Leonora and Alfredo void, ruling that Alfredo's long absence from his marital home showed psychological incapacity, which made him unable to fulfill his marital duties. Under Article 48 of the Family Code, spouses are obliged to live together, observe mutual love, respect, and fidelity, and render mutual help and support. Supreme Court spokesperson Attorney Camille Ting announced during a press conference on August 27 that the Court en banc, during its session on August 20, 2024, approved the Unified Legal Aid Service Rules, or ULAS. The ULAS rules govern the mandatory rendition of pro bono legal aid services by covered lawyers to qualified beneficiaries comprising of the following: indigents, members of marginalized sectors with respect to their public interest cases, and non-governmental and non-profit organizations with respect to cases beneficial to indigents and members of marginalized sectors. The Supreme Court Public Information Office will upload a copy of the ULAS rules to the Supreme Court website upon receipt from the Office of the Clerk of Court en banc. The Justice Sector Coordinating Council, or the JSCC, made up of the Supreme Court, the Department of Justice, and the Department of the Interior and Local Government, is launching the JSCC's first Tri-City Justice Zone. On September 3, 2024, the JSCC is launching Cagayan de Oro City, Iligan City, and Ozamis City as the Tri-City Special Justice Zone on anti-online sexual abuse and exploitation of children. The Justice Zone is the JSCC's flagship program and aims to ensure better coordination amongst the 5 pillars of the criminal justice system in the Philippines: 1. Law enforcement, 2. Prosecution, 3. Courts, 4. Corrections, and 5. The community. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has appointed new justices to the Court of Appeals on August 29, 2024. These are Associate Justices Ferdinand Bailon, Marietta Bronner Qualing, Mary Josephine Lazaro, and Emilio Rodolfo Legaspi III. The President also appointed on August 28 30 new judges to the Municipal Circuit Trial Court, 19 to the Municipal Trial Court, 24 to the Municipal Trial Court in cities, and 80 to the Regional Trial Courts. For a complete list of the newly appointed judges, visit the website of the Official Gazette. The Secretary-General of the Permanent Court of Arbitration, Dr. Marcin Chepelac, paid a courtesy call on Chief Justice Alexander G. Gismundo on August 30, 2024 at the Supreme Court Session Hall. The day before, the Supreme Court, through the Philippine Judicial Academy, together with the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Ateneo School of Law, the Permanent Court of Arbitration, held a forum with Dr. Chepelac titled The Permanent Court of Arbitration, Its Expanded Facilities in the Service of Justice and Peace at the Ateneo de Manila School of Law. The Office of the 2024 BART Chairperson extended the deadline for completing the Mandatory Sample Assessment 3 until August 30, 2024. This is the final opportunity for examinees to comply. Failure to complete Sample Assessment 3 by August 30, 2024 will result in the deactivation of the examinee's Exemplify account. The non-compliant examinee will be denied entry into local testing centers and will not be permitted to participate in the 2024 bar examinations. Interested participants for the first leg of the proposed amendments to the Rules of Civil Procedure regional consultations on September 4, 2024 in Cagayan de Oro City may register until September 2, 2024, 12:00 p.m. following the extension of the registration deadline. The CivPro regional consultations aim to engage various stakeholders, including judges, legal practitioners, and the academe, in discussing proposed amendments to the Rules of Civil Procedure. To register, visit the CivPro regional consultations at the Supreme Court website. The court issued a statement on August 28, 2024 that it launched an immediate investigation on the alleged data breach involving the Judicial Electronic Payment System, or JEPS. The court said that it found no evidence of a breach or indication that sensitive data was compromised. The court also assured the public that in its current efforts to digitalize court processes, the court has always given priority to cybersecurity and taken the necessary precautions in terms of training, access, and the use of the needed applications and hardware. The court also reminded the public that any attempt to gain unauthorized access or compromise its systems, as well as releasing sensitive and private data without proper authorization, are criminal acts. The Supreme Court of the Philippines mourned the passing on August 28, 2024 of Judge Toribio E. Ilaw Jr., retired Judicial and Bar Council regular member representing the private sector. He was 78 years old. Judge Ilaw served as JBC regular member from August 24, 2016 until July 18 this year. And that's your Supreme Court this week. I am Tiffany Dobletran, Supreme Court Information Officer.